What shoe size does having too big a feet start?
I don't believe you can have too big or too small feet.
Immediate training!
Ask away, gentlemen.
What's your real name?
My real name's Brooklyn, mate. Brooklyn Gibson David Everham Wyatt.
Why do you upload edits of yourself with Ed Sheeran and Harry Styles all the time?
I do it because I think I appreciate the edits that the roadies make for us, and it genuinely means the world. So when I see a good one, I like to put them online and give them the recognition they deserve.
But you take the artist,
specifically the ones with you and major pop stars, not the edits where it's like, oh look, it's Mikey in the Universe.
You see, in this industry, there's a lot of people that take themselves.
So you want to use them? You want to use them for numbers?
No.
Oh yeah?
Is that what you did, Mike?
I feel like that's what you were doing.
So
No,
Ed Sheeran's
no.
looking for his notice one day and he goes, "Oh Mikey, no way!"
Exploiting me again, are you?
Yeah.
It's something that I just thought, was a bit of a laugh, bit of fun, and I think in this industry, too many people that take themselves too
And now
seriously.
I have another
wanted
one.
to lighten the mood on
Oh,
Twitter.
you think it's funny using other people?
And now think about it. In the future, we meet Ed Sheeran and he looks at you and goes, "Nah, I'm not going to write a song with you guys because he's exploited me."
Why did you post a photo with him?
Are you trying to suggest you wouldn't work with Ed Sheeran?
You're trying to... Yeah, exactly.
If you offer
You're
it?
implying you think he thinks too much of himself because he hasn't replied to your fan edit of you and Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
I personally think that if he decides not to work with us because he
Why are you
thinks he's
assuming
better, then I have to put that down. So I don't think anyone's better than me, and I don't think I'm better than anyone else.
You don't think
I
anyone
we're-
is better than you?
No one's better
You
than
don't
you.
think there's anyone in this world better than you?
You are vain, mate.
Andy and Mikey, sing off, go.
Oh,
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
What are your opinions on talent shows?
I think that Once Upon a Time they were a very successful platform to mount your career
Is that when
from.
you failed off the back of one?
I actually went on the 3 different versions of a talent show, and each time, every time I went on, they got progressively worse and didn't launch anyone's career. So I think nowadays you should probably do it yourself rather than go on TV.
are you angry with the big S?
Simon.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, I was probably Simon's least favourite. He said that I sang too much. And I admire what he's done in music.
So would you rather sing less?
I'd rather sing less, yes, but Mikey...
When you're not really fine.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
Hi, roadies.
What was your most recent surgery?
Appendicitis.
Do you love yourself?
I think you can't love someone else until you love yourself. So yes. I
Do you love
think-
someone else?
Yeah.
Who is that person?
Love our fans.
Do you think your jawline's too wide?
Sometimes I occasionally look at my jawline and just want to punch it.
So, Mike, why aren't you a veggie anymore?
I was a vegetarian, but I've recently decided that I want to not be anymore
Also,
for personal reasons.
Also, he's lying because he wasn't ever a veggie. Explain why.
Yeah, little did I know, chocolate has gelatin in it.
Why did you do that?
False branding. Man.
It was unintentional, but we look back on it and laugh.
So you believe in lying?
No, I don't believe in lying.
So why did you lie?
You don't think you should be punished for it?
No, it wasn't. I wasn't lying.
You told everyone you were a veggie and you ate
You weren't.
gelatin for a year and a half.
It was ignorance more than lying.
What made you turn veggie?
Many reasons, really, but they were quite personal to me at the time.
Share them.
Yeah, share your yeah.
You have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once.
Because I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
That's definitely a poem.
No, bro.
That's definitely a poem. Inday, stop your poetry.
Do you think you're better than any members in successful bands before?
I would definitely put myself in the bracket of someone who deserves more success than they've got. I think everyone has levels of success for a reason, so it might not necessarily be because you're a great singer, or because you're great looking, or because you're in great shape, obviously. But I do think that people are there for a reason, so until we're there with them at that level, I can't compare. You don't need to be in great shape to be in a boy band. You're in better shape than every member of Road Trip. Do you think that'll impact on Road Trip's perception?
Probably, yeah.
If you had 3 months to live, what would you do?
I don't know.
If you had 2 months to live, what would you do?
I don't know.
If you had 1 hour to live, what would you do?
That's what we have. That's the headline.
How long did you try out for road trip?
I guess it was 6 months until the band was announced. I think it was like 2 months till Blair went, right, you're in the band and we're going to post it next week. Actually, I meant 6 months later.
Do you think it's a coincidence that the 2 members that came into road trip from State of Mind were the 2 that took the longest trials?
No.
Did you have more fun in State of Mind or road trips?
State of Mind.
Why is that? Is that because of their success?
Yeah. No, the band's over, I had to leave.
So the band ended because you left?
So
yeah,
without you, it
me and Mikey had,
progress.
had an agreement from the start that when one leaves, it all ends. Doesn't matter who.
When did you stop dyeing your hair?
I stopped dyeing my hair after my knee operation last year.
Why did you start resenting the brand built for you, i.e. with the piercings and the dyed hair and the band t-shirts that got you to where you are today?
I don't think I ever started resenting them. I just thought I wanted a bit of a change, really.
Did your manager say you could change?
Yes, yeah, he did actually. I did. I asked him, wanted to make sure everything's okay.
Did he tell you you could go back to having brown hair?
You never asked him, did you?
Do you enjoy
The
being
context.
uncomfortable on camera? You're good at it.
This is the best video we've ever done! Do you hate people that are self-proclaimed Irish, but they're really just English?
Yes.
Why did you copy Brooke with the curtains?
I think I suit curtains more than Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's hair's better than mine before the curtains, so I thought if someone were to adopt them, I would take that role.
Who would you get rid of?
Probably Andy.
Why?
I'm fed up of looking at his curtains.
What website did you get your Twitter quotes from?
Google Images. There you go.
Have you got a girlfriend?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a girlfriend?
Someday. I don't think I'm in the position at the minute.
What if you fell in love now and you had to choose between the band and a girl?
I've said this since I was little. Music will always be my first love.
Does Blair have a favourite and why?
You'd have to ask him.
We did, he said you. Do you think pretending to be someone you're not, even if it is a version of yourself, means that you as a person lack integrity?
Yeah, there you go.
No. Because I think when you're around your grandparents, you should be more mannerable than you are
What
when
about
you're
when
around your
fans?
friends. And then you have a responsibility, and I think you should live up to that responsibility. And if you don't, then you're a bad role model.
Would you consider yourself a role model?
Yes.
So you think you're famous?
I think I'm a bigger brother.
To
My little brothers.
Well done, to be fair.
But what would your little brother say to someone who knew Road Trip? They'd be like, oh, my brother's famous in that boy band, wouldn't he?
They can say whatever they like. Very well.
do your little brothers view you as famous?
Maybe you have to ask them.
Do you think if they did, it would impact your relationship with them?
No.
Do you think their YouTube channel would be bigger than ours?
S&S twins.
Your least favourite road trip show that you've ever done?
Brilliant question.
The one when I was sick and I couldn't perform with my best friend.
Yeah! That's media training, people!
There's rumours that you're into older women.
Older woman.
I think those rumours have all come from like jokes that we've had in the band and publicly.
What's old for you, Mike?
Yeah.
Um,
What's old enough? Say your 50-year-old came up to you.
yeah.
Is she old enough for the Microtron?
Yeah.
I think that's what
And
he's
my
asking.
daughter's a massive fan of you, but don't tell her. What would you do?
I'd
Don't tell her that she likes. So the mum likes you, but
Well,
she's 50.
first and foremost, I'd be very flattered, but at the same time, due to what we're doing at the moment, I don't know if I've got the time for a relationship yet.
Out of context of the band, you would consider a relationship with a 50-year-old woman?
Honestly, I can't say yes or no because it's all
You
I've
can
known.
say either.
Andy, what do you feel about top knots?
I think it's not what you do to your hair, it's how you wear your hair, and I have been open to top knots before. I admit I look back and I don't suit them, but sometimes I wear them in the gym to keep them out my hair.
Is that the same kind of mentality you had when you copied Geordie's hairstyle?
My mum is a very young person, even though she's considerably older than I am. Science.
How young is your mum? Mentally?
My mum mentally, she's a very mature and well-rounded woman, but I think she likes to live her life like someone who is much younger.
Is she young enough for Mikey?
I don't think Mikey discriminates against women, and I don't think my woman, my
let
mother,
Mikey do?
my woman, I don't think my mother would allow someone to discriminate against her.
When were you last drunk?
I'm not old enough to consume alcohol.
Well done!
Thoughts on pyjamas in public?
I mean, do your thing, innit?
Do you like people that walk around with their top off when they don't necessarily need to?
Considering I'm one of those people, yes.
Do you feel famous?
Do I feel famous? No. I think people look at famous people
Like you.
like Justin Bieber and people like that.
You think you're like Justin Bieber because he's humble?
No, I didn't say anything on those lines.
What?
You're mixing
On the
my-
flytrap here.
How many people have you dropped from your life since you've been famous?
Do you know what? None.
So you're famous then?
Yeah!
That letter we wrote you.